We all thought it was just gonna be a 2-week break. We'd come back in a little while.
I remember that because it was Friday the 13th, which is an unlucky day.
They told us don't clear out your lockers and stuff. Just grab what you have. And we just got dismissed early. And then we never came back.
It turned our whole country and our whole world into a ghost town. There was no one on the streets. Everyone was inside.
Zoom classes, just in my room, same desk from 9 to 4 or whatever. Not fun. Not fun at all.
When my mom got tired of me like just chillaxing in the corner of the couch, she moved me to the kitchen table. So that's where I spent like 1.5 years of my life.
I logged in every day and sat there and didn't cause any problems.
Almost everybody's camera would be turned off.
I always had my cameras on, which I got labeled a little bit as a teacher's pet.
We were always texting. I don't want to out myself, but that was most of our class time as well. Was just texting and chatting, just because that really was our only form of communication.
I didn't really talk to many people during COVID. I was kind of lonely.
We really didn't go outside much. We were just stuck here.
I was feeling isolated and I guess kind of alone, yeah, and not very excited about, there was nothing to be excited about.
Hi, my name is Anuragini.
I started doing a cooking show online.
And in this episode, I'm 13 years old.
I was in a program called John Hope Franklin.
It started as a normal Friday school day.
Me and my partner Randy, we decided that we were going to partake in the C-SPAN competition. So we decided we wanted to focus on COVID and the effect it had on our generation and just kids in general.
Schools need to invest now in the mental health and well-being of our kids.
Once I was done with Zoom school, I would go out. I have a garden that I work in quite a lot. The garden was almost entirely how I got outdoors.
During COVID, I adopted a couple of new hobbies. I started sewing and I also started drawing a whole lot more on my tablet. I also read a whole lot because my dad would get me new books from the library every week.
Getting my big, tome of Shakespeare volumes and going to the park over there and reading it at 2:30 on a Tuesday afternoon.
Oh my gosh, when I got back to a classroom, it was just the greatest feeling for a while, and then you remember Zoom is this totally double-edged sword. So you're in the comfort of your home, you can do whatever you want. So to go back to a classroom, it was both great and kind of miserable at the same time.
After the pandemic, I was very, a little bit angsty. I was upset with people. I was upset that I had lost all that time.
During the first couple of weeks, it was sort of alien to me.
I was super nervous. It took me forever to calm down.
It was especially more difficult than if we were just going back to elementary school because, middle school, it's a little bit different of an experience.
I was excited, but then at the same time, I was also didn't really know how to interact with people anymore.
I don't speak that much. I don't talk to my teacher. I don't ask that many questions. I'm kind of just a lot quieter. And I think COVID definitely had something to do with that.
It made me very shyer than I was and more scared to interact with people per se. Because I was a very outgoing kid. I talked to a whole lot of people. But after COVID, I became way less in shelter. I didn't talk to people as much as I used to.
I know a lot of younger kids who were born just before the pandemic who didn't spend time with people for the first few years of their life, and I really think that's going to affect them.
Our generation's always going to feel an echo. Yeah, it's going to be there for the rest of our life. We're all a little socially awkward.
I think that the pandemic really had an effect on young people in terms of social skills. I think that it's much more difficult for us to really communicate effectively with each other, just because we've lost so much of these social skills from not seeing each other for, 2 years almost, pretty much.
Just like interacting with people, there's so much like overthinking that goes into it for our generation, and you just don't know what to do in any like social situation.
I think that all of this, for my parents and me, this busy life of go, just got, like you said, turned upside down when we went into COVID. All of these, and also these beliefs that I had about things, these beliefs that I had about like how the world works and what I was going to do with my life, also got turned upside down.